Last time on the Shy Life podcast, this happened.
Paul,
I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, so sorry.
We are sorry to say that it's about Yeti Uncle John.
Yeah, so he was...
Yeti Uncle gone.
You know how you've been sending him to us, and we've been giving him the...
We gave him the once
long and
over.
the short of it.
Yeah. We gave him the special treatment.
Yeah, we gave him the carrot and the stick. Mostly stick. Yeah, and then he came to the. It
was a very hard.
He came to the Shame City.
He's gone, Paul. Declan lost him.
Yeah, it's me, Yeti Uncle John. I'm keeping a diary, a little audio diary of my adventures. Yes, still on the run. I've been on the run for days. Right, I'm in the ship. I need to close the doors. I don't want them coming in and telling me off or handing me in to the authorities. Maybe they have some show inspectors with them and I didn't even notice it. I need to press a button. I need to close the doors. Yes. Oh dear. Is it this one? This one maybe? No, this one. The door's closed. What's that noise? Oh my goodness. I pressed the go button. I'm blowing up. We're moving. Oh no. Oh, I've got the autopilot. It's the autopilot. Oh, I'm taking off. Oh God, what's going on? How do I stop this? Come on, Eek. We're nearly there. Maybe I should run ahead. Oh, what's going on?
Oh my goodness, he started the ship. He's running away.
Oh my goodness, what is he doing?
It's taking off. Oh no. I need that ship. I need the ship. Oh no. Oh dear.
Yeti Uncle John, bring the ship back. Yeti Uncle John. He's really done it now.
400, 476.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Darling, it's the Shy Life podcast.
Yes, but it's positive thing, Paul. The High Life, the Shy Life.
You won't find a cast of characters like this everywhere.
Hello, Paul.
I'll go anywhere for a potato.
Delicious.
This particular episode of The Shy Life is a little more abstract than usual.
Okay, it looks like the hairy guy is ready to record. 3, 2, 1.
Go Shy Yeti.
Oh, I hope he hasn't found out my secret. I think he has.
Hello and welcome to yet another episode of The Shy Life podcast with me, Paul the Shy Yeti. How are you doing? I'm all right. Well, I say I'm all right, but we're returning to a very dramatic situation. The second part of a two-part, event, for want of a better word. Something that happened. Something involving Yeti Uncle John. Yes. Yeti Uncle John's on the run. I mean, it's all resolved now, one way or another, but, well, I don't want to say too much. Oh dear. Look, I'm going to run the theme music. When we come back, you will see exactly how it was resolved and exactly what Yeti Uncle John got up to. Oh, blimey. With uncles like John, who needs enemies? No, anyway. Run that theme music.
It's time for my old buddy, old pal from across the channel, across the pond. Bob Chandler, the Shy Yeti.
He's not that shy. Oh, the Shy Life podcast. Yeah.
All I wanted was a pie.
And then I hatched out of an egg. Okay, bring the mic over. He's ready to record.
It's the quiet ones you've got to watch, you know.
Is it metaphorical? Is it deep? Is it deep?
Put that play. He's not all that shy is right.
Blimey, Governor. It's the Shy Life podcast.
If you thought that was bad, just listen to this.
Oh, I can't wait for it to begin.
It's the Shy Life podcast.
He's positively glowing.
It's all gooey and meaty and yum.
Oh dear. So, listeners, if for some reason you haven't heard part one of this adventure, and it was an adventure, then I would recommend really that you went back and listened to part one. If you don't want to for some reason, then here is a recap from the end of the last episode, just in case. It's been a while since you heard the last episode. Recap time. Cuthbert. Now, Yeti Uncle John has had an accident in the spaceship and he's taken off, and we need to contact him, but we can't. Ike's not well enough to help. Can you pinpoint him?
Of course I can assist, Paul. This is a very important matter.
Good boy, Cuthbert. Okay, right. Let's see what we can do. Let's try and send a message, all right?
Please speak your message, Paul, and I will see that it reaches Ike's ship, where Yeti Uncle John can hear it. With a bit of luck, we may even be able to speak to him directly!
Okay, you want me to speak? Yes, Paul, speak now. Calling Yeti Uncle John. Calling Yeti Uncle John in space. Can you hear me? Paul, is that you? Yes, Yeti Uncle John, it's me. I'm down in the laboratory with Cuthbert. Ike is quite ill. He needs the spaceship back. We need to get you back down here. Oh, Paul, yes, please, I don't like it up here. Yeah, well, be careful. Don't touch anything else. Don't touch any... I presume you pressed the wrong button or something. Yes, Paul, it was my fault. I thought I was closing the doors. Dear, oh dear, what should I do? Well, Cuthbert is working out what you should do, but we may be able to ask Ike, but it's a long story. You just need to sit still and not do anything. Oh, Paul, I don't like it up here. Yes, I know. We'll save you. We'll bring you home. Oh, the pain. Yeah, you haven't got any pain. Don't be dramatic. Oh dear. We'll get you back. Cuthbert, please, what should we do?
Please do not rush me, Paul. I am currently plotting a solution. Please be patient!
Oh gosh, you've got to hurry. Please hurry, Cuthbert. Oh dear. Don't rush him, Paul. I know. I'm just worried that something bad will happen. I'm just worried that Yeti Uncle John won't be able to cope up there. Oh, please help me. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do this. Help me, please.
Oh. Martin, what's wrong with him? I don't know. He's sort of glowing a funny colour. Oh, my goodness. Maybe he's like to give birth. Oh my goodness, I've never seen an alien give birth. What are you supposed to do? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, there you go. So, Yeti Uncle John escaped from Shame Jail, and at the time we didn't even know how that had occurred. I've know a bit more about that now, possibly. But anyway, we'll come to that when we get to it. So the first thing I knew about it, I think, was a message from Isaac and Declan from the Shame Jail, from That's a Shame and Big Bad Books podcast fame, saying that he'd escaped. And he came back here, or in this area, and ended up stealing Ike's spaceship. So yes, we're all up to date. So I think what happened next? Well, obviously Ike was very upset, considering that he's quite heavily pregnant. That's not a good thing. So the ship had taken off, somehow piloted by Yeti Uncle John, who we suspect probably just pressed an autopilot button, and it's lucky he didn't. If he tried to drive it himself, he probably would have crashed straight back down again. But ironically, had he crashed, he probably would have crashed on the M25, where a lot of his problems came to do with the dice and the skateboard and all that stuff. Anyway, so there wasn't a lot we could do outside, and we all returned to the laboratory. Martin, Ike, Cromitty. I don't think August was there. Was August there? I can't remember. If he was painting the corner. So the rest of us, we were back in the laboratory trying to work out what to do next and trying to calm Ike down.
Oh dear, he's taken my ship. I don't believe it. I can't believe it.
please, Ick, just calm down. Look, there must be something we can do. Cromitty's just about to speak to Cuthbert. Cuthbert will have an idea.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm sure we'll be able to get back in contact with Yeti Uncle John and guide him back or something.
Have we had any messages from him?
No, it's all gone quiet.
Oh, for goodness sake. I'm really panicking, but I'm trying not to let it show.
No, I don't blame you, Paul. I think with Yeti Uncle John, you can panic only so much, and then you just can't go any higher.
That's a very good description. Yes.
Oh, gosh. He's going to break my ship. He's going to break himself.
Yeah, well, he might do. But no, he won't. Think, Ick, is there a way that we can either guide him back or a way that we can teleport up there? We must be able to teleport up.
That's if he hasn't got out of range.
No, we should be able to teleport up. But usually it's, the ship has to interact, and if the spaceship is being piloted by somebody who doesn't know what they're doing,
But it could be on autopilot or something.
Maybe. Oh, gosh.
Well, we'll get Cuthbert to find out what the situation is, whether we can get back in contact with him. Cuthbert is here. He is just doing some sums. I'm just worried that it's all gone very quiet. I thought that Uncle John would partly see the error of his ways and partly, ask for help. He probably just doesn't know which button to press, or if he pressed the button once, it might have been by mistake, and now he can't remember how he did it the first time. Oh, dear, I wish we didn't have to rely on beaming ourselves up there, or at least one of us. Why is that so complex? As Eek was saying, it usually takes somebody to pilot it. It is when we pick up Ryan from Canada, somebody is in the ship and beams him up and then beams him back. Yeti Uncle John could beam us up, but except he is not in control. Okay, I see what you mean. But the computer can't do it for us? Well, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to override the manual, which is what it is usually on, to the mechanical, for want of a better word.
I see what you mean.
Yes, Martin, I see what you mean now. And Cuthbert should be able to do that. Cuthbert, have you been able to make contact with the ship?
Well, Paul, we did seem to make contact at first. You will remember that we did briefly speak to Yeti Uncle John, but then something changed, and now all I get is static. Static exclamation.
Static? What? Why static? Really, I think this is something to do with perhaps the sudden takeoff, or something that, it was not done properly. And it's caused a bit of a problem on the ship. We're not going to crash.
Oh, no, please, no.
Are they going to crash, Cuthbert?
No, they will not crash.
No, they're not going to crash, are they, Cuthbert? No.
I repeat, no, the spaceship will not crash! Exclamation.
He's just trying to make connections to contact the ship, and it'll all be fine. I hope you're right. Oh dear. This is very, very tense. Just waiting to hear. Oh dear. Should we contact the shame jail?
Well, he's out now, isn't he? Does he really have to go back?
Martin, he hasn't been let out. Somehow he's escaped from shame jail. They don't seem to know how. But if we do get Yeti Uncle John back in one piece, he'll have to finish his time, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if his sentence isn't increased.
Oh, I never thought of it like that.
This, if he's not careful, he's going to end up in big jail.
What do you mean, Paul?
Well, shame jail is one thing. Big jail is something that, I know nothing about. The shame jail is bad enough. Let's not worry ourselves too much. Let's just hope that escaping from shame jail is maybe the same as if you escape from, I don't know, a rehab clinic or something. Oh, now you put it like that. I mean, Isaac and Declan are the ones who are supposed to be, responsible for him, and they've let him escape. Perhaps, although things are very serious, perhaps they're not as serious as if he'd escaped from an actual, proper, big jail. Well, we'll come to that later. It seems rather unimportant whilst he's in a spaceship somewhere up in space, getting further and further away. We need to bring him back before we can't bring him back. Cuthbert, is there any way you can make the ship hover? I mean, isn't the problem that he is constantly moving away? Well, yes, possibly. If we can get him to just hover, then it would be easier. He would be a target that the computer can latch onto. Any news, Cuthbert? Any good news?
I am sorry, Paul. There is nothing to add at the moment. I am still working on the problem. Please be patient! !
Okay, Cuthbert, it's fine. We'll get there eventually. Where do you think, if he's hit some sort of autopilot, what would it, where would he be headed? Where does autopilot take you?
Well, usually it just goes to the last place, the last journey that was programmed into the ship.
Where was the last place that you went to in the ship?
I did do a trip out to a venue where there's going to be another comic mart thing, because I know Brian wants to go there, and I had promised to take him. But it's a few weeks away, but I wanted to do the journey. That might be the last journey I did.
Just think about it. Was that the last journey you programmed in? No, not that it helps us if he's going further and further away. I mean, is it like a boomerang? Will he come back once he gets there? Will it program and then he'll return?
It really depends, because the whole static business.
Look, don't worry about it, Eek. It's fine. You just rest. Please, don't fret yourself. I would say that it's difficult to know. If we are thinking that the last place he went to, he should come back again. But obviously he could do a lot of damage between then, or he could get off the ship. It's difficult. Cuthbert, any news?
Not one single piece of news. Paul, no, not even a headline!
All right, no, sorry, I'm sorry. I don't want to rush you. We've got some thoughts, we've got some plan. Is there any way to just hope he's all right up there? Oh dear. I don't know what I pressed. I don't know where I'm going. At least the ship hasn't exploded. Hello, Earth. It's me, Yeti Uncle John. I need some help. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this. It's a mistake. I pressed the wrong button. I just was hiding. I was just hiding away. Hello. Nobody can hear me. I don't know what. I thought I pressed the wrong. Just calm down, Yeti Uncle John. Just calm down. It'll be fine. The ship's going somewhere. I'm going away from Earth. I wish I knew where I was going, but I don't want to press any more buttons and make things even worse. I wish I could just stop still. I could just press, like a video machine. Start, stop, eject. Oh, no, I don't want to eject. Just stop. That would be a good idea. No, but I don't know. It must be a hover mode. For goodness sake. Listeners, so there's no actual news at the moment. We've not heard from Yeti Uncle John, but we definitely know that the ship is moving. It's not exploded. It's not crashed. So he should be okay as long as he doesn't press anything. But we can't seem to get through to him. We did try to send him a message, but it wasn't like an indicator. He may receive it. Like slow time, snail mail, but the channels aren't open. Whether this is to do with that space static, or whether it's just because he doesn't have the thing turned on. This is what I just sent him this message. Yeti Uncle John, if you can hear me, this is Paul. Look, we're trying to give you guidance of how to get back down. We're presuming that you want to come back down. We're presuming that you want our help. But at the moment, we can't seem to beam up to the ship. We can't seem to sort of pinpoint you because you're moving too fast. We can't seem to reverse your course. We can't communicate with you. We're sending you this message, which we hope that you'll receive. Slow time. If you can indicate that you're receiving this, we'll send you instructions, what you need to do. We need to get a proper pinpoint on you. We need you to slow the ship down if you can. But we will give you guidance. We just hope you get this message. We are doing our best to help you. We just hope you're all right. And we know you didn't mean to do it. Well, so there you go. Hopefully he'll get this message. It's a little bit slower than we'd like him to, but anyway, whilst we wait and we see if we hear from him, or whilst Cuthbert does what he needs to do, or I thought you might like to share a clip. I'm not sure if it's a quiz or a Sutton Park clip, but we will be playing something now whilst we try and make contact with Yeti Uncle John. Hopefully by the time we come back, we'll have some news, one way or another. We'll get him home, we'll get him back into Shame Jail, I'm afraid, because he has not finished his sentence, his treatment. But that's a long way coming. We're a long way from doing that, achieving that at the moment. But, oh dear. Anyway, listen to this clip, and when we come back, hopefully we'll be a bit further along in knowing what to do. Okay. Hi listeners, it's me again. I got Nick here. Hi Nick.
Hello.
We've got some more of Yeti Uncle John's questions for you, so I'll get on with them. The first one is favorite store in the town or the mall or whatever.
Right. I'm guessing now. There's not much left in Salisbury, it has to be said. High rent, internet sales and stuff. It's driven out all the really decent stuff. One of my favorite. There's two. Retrospectively, two of my favorite stores have long gone. Paperback Parade, which was a fave of both of our childhoods, and NBC, which had the CDs, DVDs. I was just getting to DVDs when it was around, and it was magnificent. What's left, though? Robert Dias is a very good hardware shop in Salisbury. That's good. I like that. It's very useful for your knickknacks that you can't find anywhere else.
That's fine.
I think. It's not a very interesting answer, but. I suppose charity shops I like.
Yeah.
There's more charity shops now than there was before, which is a good thing. I like, for example, British Heart Foundation has done us proud this year because we got a new sofa, a new chair from British Heart Foundation, and this afternoon I bought 4 new short sleeve shirts for work. And usually you can't, I can see why they give that away, and that is all crap. And big 3 really nice shirts in a row, and I was really chuffed.
Favorite occasion to dress up for?
Weddings. Weddings are lovely. Sometimes they can be done on the cheap. Sometimes they're so swanky. You kind of really, it's really nice to be part of them. Come to think of it, I haven't been invited to one for ages, but yeah, I think weddings or going out for a nice meal.
We're probably at the age where if we get invited to one, it's either a friend's second or third wedding, or it's a
niece or nephew's first wedding.
Yeah, and occasion, I suppose also occasionally, Ali and I always used to invariably dress up for to go out for a curry. When we obviously the last 8 years we haven't had quite so many curries because we've been to the pub. We go to the pub, but we always used to dress up for that. And I think we tend to smart casual now, but and also works dues. It's nice to dress up a little bit for works dues.
Do you have a favourite article of clothing, like one thing that you love wearing? Your casual thing or hat or anything? I like jeans. I like my jeans, but there's a type of I'm always in t-shirts, but there's a like a pullover thing that I wear. It's like a top with like a sweatshirt. It's just so comfortable. I've got two very similar. Like Ali wears them too. Not really something to wear in the summer, but the autumn and the winter, they're just great. They look good. Actually look good, quite good in them. So that's something I tend to live in religiously over the winter months. What would be your favourite candle scent?
Ooh, something really. Oh, candle scent. Yes, nice. Something I suppose with an incense to it, but failing that, something really spicy and Christmassy. I like candle. Like we like candles. Full stop. We love lighting candles. But yeah, something with a Christmassy scent to it. Can't beat it.
Favorite day of the week?
Well, I've always liked Saturdays. Sundays, though, I really look forward to Sundays because I know that there's going to be a nice breakfast. There's going to be church. There's going to be pub. There's going to be a nice snooze, and there's going to be wine. There's going to be good TV. But for flexibility, I think probably Saturdays. Yes, Saturday. I'll go for Saturday for the sake of argument. Wednesdays are also quite enjoyable because I don't work them these days. So.
Favorite kind of house?
Bungalow. Bungalow, if I may call a house a bungalow, the bungalow a house rather. I've always adored bungalows. If we had the money to spare, I'd buy one in Salisbury. There's two that I particularly have adored in the past. One of them was my ex-girlfriend's house, Kath's. Her parents lived in a gorgeous, gorgeous bungalow in Alderbury, and it was just, perfectly good setup. And I just like everything on one level. I mean, we've lived in single floor flats, one level, for 16 years now. 15 years. The other thing that I think was my ultimate was my Auntie Do's bungalow. That's my mum's cousin. She was around until I was about 16, and her bungalow in Highcliffe was to die for. It was beautiful. There was so much space. There was there's a lovely little a little corridor thing where you turned around and you came out of the loo and you actually got lost. Even though because it was just a simple turning, but if you came out of a different way, you kind of lose your orientation after a while. But if Auntie Do had left us that bungalow, I would have felt I'd dining on heaven. And the other thing I suppose I'm quite nostalgic about is the my grandparents' house in Plymouth, which was like three levels and a real good meaty cellar, and it always smelt of polish, like your great aunts did. When we went to your great aunt's house, the scent reminded me so much of my grandparents. I remember that very well. But yeah,
Bungalows would have to be bungalows, yes.
Favourite boy's name and favourite girl's name?
Well, Ali and I have obviously it's a bit late now, but we did want kids, and inevitably, I suppose we went through names. Favourite girl's name in my case would be Amy. So I think it's just so simple and gentle and feminine. Favourite boy's name Luke, which is like a nice masculine kind of boysy name. Yeah, Amy and Luke. I really like those names.
They both work well with your surname as well.
Exactly. So I'm just really sorry we didn't have kids, because I would have liked to have had kids.
I know this is it could sound like a stupid question, but it really depends on what level A of sickness and B of whether you're the sort of person who just hides under the duvet. But favourite thing to do when you're sick? Because personally, I've never been sick enough to. Well, I probably have occasionally to be just stuck in bed, but usually I'm able to do something.
Well, it used to be watching schools and colleges programmes in the 70s and drinking Lucozade. But more latterly, it's very rare I'm ill. So occasionally, they'll have a chest thing that maybe kind of catches up with me. But I haven't really had that. I've been off ill since we've been in here. So I think probably, I think if I can get some reading in, definitely. I never have enough. There's never seems to be enough time in the for reading.
I've not been sick this week, but I've been on leave, and I've pretty much stayed in bed and read until 11 or 12 o'clock every day so far this holiday. Because I mean, it was about that much.
I know that DVD. I think there was a time. There's been at least 2 occasions in the last 10 years where Ali and I have been off ill together. We've both been ill together, and I remember last time I was ill, I think we watched Logan's Run in bed. And I think there was a few times where our friend Ibrahim lent us loads of DVDs and things like that. And we were ill, I think it was the previous home, and we were both in our makeshift bed, and we sort of stuck on one DVD after another and caught up with the watching. But no, it's not something I'm really I'm not done lately, but yes, it's always interesting to see. Again, we're all in the case when I had pleurisy with the back in 1995. I actually came up with the whole plot and all the characters and everything for To Cry the Woman, that were one of my films. So I actually I was able to put that to good use, at the time. I think I was just going stir crazy by then.
If you could meet one person that you've never met, doesn't have to be a famous person, who would it be? Somebody obviously
somebody famous, or
not necessarily, but somebody you know of, but just never met for whatever reason. If you could meet one person,
somebody that I've never met.
Be a famous person. Yeah, it could be a family member that you never met, or it could be a famous person you've never met.
Alive or dead?
Whatever you like.
If it was dead, then I would probably be either my maternal grandparents, who would have had to have been a ripe old age if they'd wanted to meet me. But I'd say Mum always had some fascinating stories about them, and many of which I've actually recorded with this device I'm holding now. But alive, I suppose I've met quite a few of my childhood heroes, one way or the other. But I think Vicky Williams is probably, or Victoria Williams as she was, very sort of small fry as far as famous people go. But I would either like to meet, if I met her, I would say, you were my childhood hero, and I would have followed you to the end of the earth, and your character. And I thought The Changes was really brilliant. Or, failing that, Sandy Toksvig, and to say I thought number 73 was inspired, and it helped me through the most difficult part of my teens, the most depressing part of my teens. It really cheered me up on a Saturday morning. So just to say thank you to her, really, for that.
I think I'd like to meet my mum's dad. I did meet my dad's dad, but that doesn't fall within the remit of the question, because I did meet him. I'm just too little to recall it. And the same with Auntie Jessie's husband. And I met him, but I don't remember it. But my mum's dad, my granddad on her side of the family, I definitely died in '67, so I definitely didn't meet him. So he would probably be, because she always says, she always sort of says what a nice dad he was. So
I mean, it's equally. I mean, mum always used to comment that I temperamentally, I was like my granddad. So I'd like to have seen that. You know, I heard so many stories of a remarkable man. Although temperamentally I might have been like him, physically I'm quite sure I wasn't, because he was a Victorian strongman. With the waxy moustache and the dumbbells. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry. Yes, I definitely certain people I'd like to meet. Yeah.
2 or 3 more before we finish. Favorite kind of gift to receive?
A cat.
Yeah.
Gift to receive.
Yes, he would love to receive you, dear. But I'm not giving you away, so I'm not going to gift you to Nick. I'm very sorry.
Well, beyond a bottle of wine, I would say probably a DVD or this is doing terribly shallow and unromantic. DVD or a CD or a book. That's preferably from my Amazon wish list. Not to be particular, of course.
Only place to go.
Yeah.
I only get a couple of times a year to clear it out for you.
Exactly.
What about favourite place to meet up with friends?
Either pub or each other's houses. You know, our houses. I like entertaining when I can. We haven't been able to entertain in recent times. I'm not going to be throwing a party this year, but I might next year when things hopefully have calmed down a bit more. I miss people. And sing, and being able to, like yourself when you came over the other time, being able to actually watch things with people. Apart from it's always a pleasure to watch stuff with Atlee, but it's just being able to watch it with your mates again, stuff with your mates again. That's what I miss.
It used to be good when we used to meet in London, go to comic marts, and then have a meal, and then maybe go on to one of the, maybe break up into a smaller group and go and stay at someone's house.
Yeah, that was really nice in the 90s. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Yeah, it was a good excuse to meet up with everybody. And also, when we started doing the films, and in your case, Sutton Park, it was a good excuse also to get people's attention and say, this is the next script, or I've been thinking of doing such and such and such. So yes, comic marts were really great places to meet.
Final question: favorite way to relax?
How clean do you want the answer? Well, there's that and all. But I would say, now I usually do this at this time of the week rather than podcasting, but listening to choral evensong and choral music on the radio. No, I don't think there's anything that relaxes me. That and wine. And watching good TV and wine, and or listening to choral music on the radio, that really does relax me. And I don't relax too easily. Actually, I'm like a wound spring. I can't sit still very well. I can't move. I've got to be moving all the time. But yeah, choral music, wine, good TV, and sex in no particular order.
Deals, cover your ears. Well, Nick, I think we've reached the end of Yeti Uncle John's questions. So I'm sure he may find some more, but if you're not careful, it'll end up being maybe he's secretly going to write the autobiography of Nick Goodman, but in which case he might be back for more questions.
I should be fascinated to read it.
Just don't think Yeti Uncle John's the best person to write anyone's autobiography. He'll turn it into about himself. But still, I'm quite surprised that he's asked so many selfless questions that don't involve him. But anyway, thank you for doing that, and I'm sure we'll speak again soon. All right, bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Hi listeners, hi, it's me, Paul. I hope you enjoyed that clip. We may have more for you before the end of the episode, I'm not sure. There has been some developments. We're hoping to get in contact with Yeti Uncle John, but we don't know if he's received our first message. Cuthbert has, he's somehow been in contact with the ship. Somehow it's slowing it down or something. But it's taking a while for the ship to react, probably to do this static business. Is that right, Cuthbert?
That is correct, Paul.
Yeah. Cromitty, is there anything else we need to know? No, Paul, I don't think so. I think we know all we can at the moment. Gosh, yes.
It's very worrying though, isn't it? I hope we get him back.
Oh dear, my poor ship. My poor ship.
Please, Ick, do you want another cup of tea or something? Don't get overstressed.
It's very difficult, Paul, not to get overstressed. Somebody has stolen your spaceship. Wait till I see that Yeti Uncle John.
Oh, Ick, please don't worry. Don't get yourself over worried, and you know, Yeti Uncle John has made a mistake. He knows that. I just wish I knew how he even got out of there. I guess it's those Fortnite playing boys, those people he hangs out with or something. Oh yes, it's quite probable. I wonder if he's going to get our message. I wonder if it's come through. Oh dear. What do I do? I'm going to be stuck in space forever. The spaceship seems to be slowing down. I thought I was on some sort of course wherever. I don't know. I guess I don't know where the autopilot sends you. Perhaps on the last journey that the ship took or something. I don't know. But anyway, it seems to have slowed down. I don't know if that means that they're finding a way of rescuing me. They're going to think that I did it on purpose. I mean, I did do it on purpose, but I never intended to take off, and I was just hiding, and they'll never believe me. Or maybe they will. I think they know I'm a bit of a coward, ultimately, that I wouldn't go rushing off into space without knowing what to do. I mean, not to say I haven't made mistakes before. I mean, I have done plenty of things where I don't know what I'm doing, but I wonder if I'll start reversing, whether I'm just stopping. I don't know. Oh dear. Oh, what's this? Something's coming through. Let me just play it. Yeti Uncle John, if you can hear me, this is Paul. Look, we're trying to give you guidance of how to get back down. We're presuming that you want to come back down. We're presuming that you want our help. Oh, it's Paul. He's sending a message. How do I tell him I'm getting this? Is there a reply? Is there respond? It says respond. I'll press this button then. Respond. It's not letting me type anything or say anything. It shows I've received it. Maybe that's good enough. Maybe they'll do what? Okay. Maybe they'll send another. Maybe. Oh, blimey. Rescue me, guys. Rescue me, please. I don't mind if I go back to shame jail. This is stupid Yeti Uncle John. Oh dear. Listeners, I've sent August upstairs to make Ick a cup of tea. I've told him to have a lie down in my bed. He really needs... Ick I've told. I mean, yeah. August is making the tea. Ick's lying in the bed. I'm surprised he went so easily. But I thought he needed to have a lie down. I thought he'd resist, but he didn't. But... Paul, look at this. What is it? We've had a response. Well, no, what I'm saying, the message you sent to Yeti Uncle John, he has received it. He's pressed, respond, receive. Has he sent us a message? No, I don't think he knows how to do that, but we have a confirmation that he has got your message, so he knows that we're trying to help. Well, that's something at least. So... Well, what have we got to do? Cuthbert?
You must pass the correct instructions on to Yeti Uncle John so that he can pilot himself home.
Sure, so we just have to tell him what he needs to do so that then we can beam ourselves up there. Do you know how to do that? I mean, Cromitty or Cuthbert, do you know what instructions we need to give him?
It's written down in a notepad somewhere.
Really? It's fine. I think I know what. Yes, I do know it, but it might be worth finding the notepad, Martin.
I know where it is. I'll go and fetch it.
Ah, great, Martin. Thank you. I don't want to give you the wrong instructions. No, Cromitty. We don't want the wrong instructions because, well, we don't want him plunging down onto the M25 or anywhere else on Earth for that matter. Oh yes. Oh, the M25. That's where all the problems with the dice and everything, that's what his fortune, he thinks his fortune. Oh, well, it's all nonsense, really. Yes, poor life. Oh, dear.
Here's the book. I don't know why I've noted it down, but it said for an emergency.
Okay, thank you. Whose handwriting's this? Ick's?
No, sorry, it's mine.
Well... I can't make head and tail of it, Martin. So you're going to have to record the message.
All right, I can do it.
Okay, right. Do you think the message will go quicker, Cromitty? Well, I hope so now. Cuthbert has managed to slow down the spaceship, so it should be easier to, contact them to get a message through, to actually pinpoint them. Well, that's relief. Okay, so I press this button to record. Send him a message? Yes, Paul, yes. And presumably if he does what we say, we'll know. The channels will open, Paul, and one of us can beam up there. We're going to have to get Ick to do that, surely. Yes, we will need Ick.
I'll go up and see if he's had his tea. It's the shortest nap in history.
Well, I just thought he needed to lie down and not get so frustrated, but yes, it does sound like we might need him back down here. Martin, if you could go and fetch him, but... it should take a little while. Yes, be careful when he comes down those stairs. I don't want him taking a tumble. Good point, Cromitty.
No problem. I'll go and fetch him.
Oh, just a minute. No, I forgot you need to make this... you need to record this message first.
Oh, of course I do. Sorry.
No. I'm getting all flustered. Look, you don't need me, I don't think. I'll go and fetch him. All right, Cromitty, thank you. So I press this button. That one, Paul. Okay. Right. I'll just speak... Martin, and then you say your bit. All right, I'll do it. Okay. Yeti Uncle John, I think you've received our message. We've got some instructions about what channels you need to open so that it can beam up and rescue you. Martin has the details.
Hello, Yeti Uncle John. So it says you're on the main control panel. You need to look at the green button on the third row up, 3 across. Press that. Press the green button. Then you need to look at the orange button with the star on the middle. That's on the third row. That's 12 across. And then there's a lever, a red lever at the bottom of the panel. It needs to be engaged needs to be engaged. You need to put it down until there's a light, a triangular light. It'll come on when you've engaged it, and it'll light up blue, a blue colour. That should open up all the channels so that it can beam up. When you get this message, please do it as quickly as possible. Thank you.
So I hope you understand that, Yeti Uncle John. Do it as quickly as possible. We'll get Ick up there with you. Everything will be fine. Oh dear. Right. That message. Sent that message.
That'll do it, Paul.
Yeah, I hope so. Oh dear. I wonder how long it will take before he gets the message.
Shouldn't be too long.
I hope not. Well, I think I can hear Cromitty and Ick coming back. Listeners, I think this is a good time whilst we wait to see whether Yeti Uncle John gets the message to play another clip. I hope you enjoy it. All right, we'll be back very soon.
Oh, I've got the card upside down.
Read it upside down. I wouldn't have been able to understand.
1980s. What nationality were the duo Yellow, who had a hit with the race in 1988?
Austrian?
No, Swiss.
I was going to say German otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't have guessed Swiss. What song was a hit for Mark Cohn in 1991 and for Cher in 1995?
Is it Walking in Memphis?
Yeah, I did know that.
I don't know if I'd have got it without you saying Cher.
Yeah. Which indie band had their first top 10 hit in 2004 with Can't Stand Me Now?
I feel like I should know it.
Yeah, you do know.
The first, I can try and think of who was. It's not the Killers, and it's not Franz Ferdinand, and it's.
I think you might even have seen them, possibly.
No, I have to be so past.
The Libertines. Did you see them?
The Libertines with
Pete Doherty.
I didn't mind the Libertines, but I don't think I went to see them unless they were supporting. Does that ring a bell? That it was them.
Constant winner. Oh, you'll know this one though. Complete the title of Bryan Adams' 1996 hit, "The Only Thing That Looks Good on Me
Is You."
It
was late. I think it was one of the later.
Yeah. Initials. Which 1992 song by K.D. Lang has the initials Charlie Charlie?
Some Craving.
Yeah, it's the only hit ever. Oldies. Which Harold Melvin and the Blue Note song gave the Communards their first major hit in 1986?
Don't Leave Me This Way?
Yeah.
I realised it was a Harold Melvin song.
Harold Melvin, yeah, I thought it was
somebody else.
I think it's a woman voice, but Glenn Gregory had his hits as the singer with which electro pop band?
Heaven 17.
Heaven 17. 1990s Common People in 1995 became which group's first top 10 hit?
Flop.
21st Century Chelsea Dagger in 2006 was the biggest hit for which Scottish band? For £10,000.
Not the Zootons.
No.
I know the title, but I don't remember.
The Fratellis.
Yeah, I don't really know much about the Fratellis.
Complete the title of, this act. Complete the title of Britney Spears' number 2 hit from 2002. I'm Not a Girl.
Not Yet a Woman.
Yeah. Yes. See, you know that sort of thing. Initials. Which 1992 song by Sophie B. Hawkins has the initials Delta India Whiskey Yankee Lima?
Well, I can only presume it's down below where you're not.
Yeah.
That sounded like more
It
letters.
Yeah. Again, I pretty much
You have one
only hit.
that's right beside you. And the and that Britney Spears one was because I'm sure I dragged you to see that Crossroads film, which was in. And I think that's the song that she supposedly kind of writes herself when she's just playing it, and it's really contrived that she starts playing. I must watch that again.
Who had the original 1976 hit with Harvest for the World, successfully revived by the Christians in 1988?
Womack and Womack, actually, there.
No, the Isley brothers.
Yeah.
The Isleys. Swing the Mood in 1989 was the first hit for which act?
Drive Bunny.
Yeah, and the Master Mixers. 90s, which band had a hit in 1992 with the song Weather With You?
Crowded House.
21st century, Damian Marley had his first hit in 2005 with Welcome to Jam Rock. What relation is he to Bob Marley?
Son.
Yeah, well done. Titles complete the title of Nick Kershaw's 1984 hit, I Won't Let
the Sun Go Down on Me.
Yeah, cooking now. Which 1988 hit, number 2 hit by Bobby McFerrin has the initials Delta Whiskey Bravo Hotel?
Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Don't worry, be happy. And for the jackpot, oldies, which Welsh singer and Swedish band, you know that already, collaborated on a 1999 hit version of the Talking Heads song Burning Down the House?
It was Tom Jones and the Cardigans.
Tom Jones, yeah. Easy.
Oh dear. I've not heard anything since that message came through. I suppose it takes a while. Oh, what's it? This is another message. Let me just play it. This is do what? Right.
It says
Oh, blimey. I'm going to have to write this down. Is there a pen? I need a pen. Oh, blimey. Oh, there's a pen. I'll write it on my hand. Okay. So I've got to do green button. That's right. Orange.
Look at the orange button
leave
with
it.
the star on the middle.
Okay.
That's on the
Oh dear.
third row.
Where's the loo around here? I can't concentrate. I need the loo. No, you'll be fine. Okay.
Bottom of the panel.
Oh dear.
It needs to be engaged.
What if it
needs to be engaged? You need to put it down.
It's going to be mad with me when he gets up here. Oh dear.
It'll come on.
Okay, I press this green button.
Blue colour. That should open up all the channels.
Press. That's the right one, I think. Press the orange
when you get a
one.
message, please do it as quickly as possible.
Okay.
I understand that.
There's this lever.
John,
I'll pull it. And
get Eek up there with you. Everything will be fine.
Oh, what's going on? It's not lit up. It's not lit up. What am I supposed to do? Press something else. No, don't. Get your Uncle John. Stop yourself. Don't press anything. Oh, just a minute. It's a bit stiffer than I thought it was. I haven't engaged it fully. Oh, bingo. Oh, the blue light's on. I just hadn't pulled it down far enough. Oh, wait and see what happens. Channels are open, guys. Rescue me, please.
Well, Paul, what's happened? Have you got a message out to him?
I know he's receiving messages.
He's got the first one, and I've just sent a second one. So if he gets that, he should be able to open the channels, and you should be able to beam up.
All right. Okay. Well, Cuthbert needs to be ready to beam me.
Yes, Cuthbert is all ready now. It's fine. We just need to know that the channels are open.
It would be a lot easier if we could get the communication channels to, actually speak to him, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I know. But ultimately, we need Ig up on the spaceship because I don't think getting Yeti Uncle John to guide the ship down is a good idea.
No, not a good idea at all, Paul.
Not a good idea at all, no. Gosh. Oh, what's going on?
Oh, something's happening, Paul.
Yeah, I think... Is that the channels? Are they open? Yes, Paul, yes. The channels are open. Oh, hooray.
Oh, that's good. Amazing. Would anybody like a cup of tea? I made one for Ick, and, he forgot about it.
Oh, August, thank you. That would be lovely. We're just sorting something out, though.
Oh, all right. I can always drink it, I suppose.
Great. So what happens now?
Cuthbert will contact the ship and beam me up.
Okay, great. Yes, right. Ig, are you ready?
I'm ready.
So we're beaming you up to your ship.
Thank you. Oh, I did Uncle John.
No, don't get cross with him.
I shall give him a very hard stare.
Well, that's fair enough. Oh dear, nothing's happening. Oh, what's that on the screen? Is that a planet? Is that the moon? Is that... Oh, it looks like an asteroid or comet or... It's a big lot of rock anyway. Was it? I thought we weren't moving. Oh no, it's coming here. It's coming towards me. Just a minute. If that thing hits me... Oh, now what's going on? Oh, someone's beaming up. It's Ick! There's a comet or an asteroid or something, a big bit of rock.
What's going on? It's Uncle John. Get out of the way.
I'm sorry, Ick. I'm really sorry.
Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, there is something right. Sorry. We've just got to get out of the way of this thing.
Is it going to hit the Earth?
No, but it might hit us. Space debris, that's all. But we don't want it to hit the ship. And the shields are down. I need to put the shields back on.
Oh, is there anything I can do?
No, just let me deal with it.
Oh, all right. Can I ask a question?
Oh, if you must, what?
Remind me where the toilets are.
Oh, for goodness sake. Down that corridor. Over there. Hurry up. Just get out of my way. I'm furious with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ick. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Well, Comedy, what's going on? Cuthbert?
Yeah, what's going on?
Did he reach the ship? Yes, it's fine. Ick has got aboard the ship. The ship is moving. I believe there's some sort of space debris. I can see it on the screen.
Hello. Ick to Earth.
Oh, the communication channels are open now as well. Hello, Ick, it's me, Paul. Is everything okay? Are you with Yeti Uncle John?
He's in the
toilet. This never happens on Star Trek.
No, it doesn't. I always wonder, when you watch these science fiction programs, they never go to the toilet.
Doctor Who never goes to the toilet, that's for sure. And even if he's a Time Lord, do you think he'd still need to? I mean, what about the companions? They must need the toilet. It's a strange thing. It's never referred to.
It might spoil the drama.
Might do, yeah. But that TARDIS stinks.
You're probably right.
Sorry, Ick. So, everything's all right?
Yes, but I'm glad I arrived when I did. There's space debris up here, which there's a whole cloud of it. The ship is right in line. Could have knocked it out of the sky.
Oh, golly. But you avoided it?
Yes, Yes, it's just gone on its way. But, he seems to have turned off everything, the shields. I don't know what he was playing around about.
I don't think he knew what he was doing. Oh, dear. No, look, just get back down here. I suppose I should let Isaac and Declan know. And, but maybe we'll have a word with him first.
Oh, yes. I'm going to have a word with him. That's for sure.
Yeah, well... Oh, dear. How long do you get back?
Shouldn't be too long, Paul. Just play some music or something, then we'll be home.
All right. Listeners, I've been told to play some music, and, yeah, when we come back, it's Uncle John and Ick should be back. Oh, dear. I think I need to lie down now. Where's that tea got to?
Oh, I'm sorry, I've drunk it all. I'm going to make another pot.
Oh, all right, August. Oh, dear.
So stupid, Lady Uncle John.
Well, to be fair, I am known for being quite stupid. So, you know, I'm sorry, Ick. You know, I was just trying to find somewhere to hide. I pressed the wrong buttons. I was trying to close the door. I didn't mean to take off. I really didn't. I know you won't believe me. I'm sure we do believe you, Yeti Uncle John. Yeah, you really are, at times, a bit stupid, but I don't think going into space, I don't think that is your idea of fun. It's certainly out of your comfort zone.
He was on the run. He didn't know where to run to.
No, he didn't. No.
I think he nearly scared the yoga class. Well, that doesn't surprise me. Yeti Uncle John, how did you even get out of Shame Jail? Was it your gaming friends? Yeah, it was my gaming friends. Yeah, I got caught up in it. I really, you know, I was with them, and then they tried to escape, and I was the one who got away. And once I was out, I didn't know what to do. Have you told Isaac and Declan? I'm about to speak to them. You do know you're going to have to go back to Shame Jail. You haven't done your time. I know, Paul. I haven't done my time. I know that. I know. Being stuck up in space has given me time to think. I've been thinking, you know, whilst I was up there, all on my own. I was thinking, what a stupid Yeti Uncle John I've been. I've seen the error of my ways, and I tend to do my sentence quietly with the minimum of fuss. Wow, Yeti Uncle John, that's quite a turnaround. Because you must have been up in space for what? 25 minutes or something? I don't know. It wasn't exactly a millennia or something, stuck in space, floating around. No, but it was a very long 25 minutes. If it was only 25 minutes, it seemed much longer. I'm sure it did. Oh dear. Yeti Uncle John, I will call Isaac and Declan and get you back to that Shame Jail as quickly as possible. Yes, Paul. I miss it. I don't believe that, Yeti Uncle John. No, it's true, Paul. I miss the strict regime, the formal atmosphere, all of the, the rules and regs, and oh dear. Do you think they'll be hard on me? I don't think they'll be hard on you. No, I think they were embarrassed enough that you got away. So, anyway, listeners, this is all we've got time for. We have to get Yeti Uncle John back to his accommodation. And Ick, are you okay?
Oh, I'm as okay as I can be.
And is the ship, it seems okay?
Yes, there's been no damage to the ship, thank goodness.
Well, you should go and have a lie down.
I think I will do. Oh dear. Goodbye, listeners. See you again soon.
Right. Yeah, sorry. So, listeners, that's all we've got time for. We will be back soon. We've got plenty of episodes in the can. Yeti Uncle John will be safely incarcerated again by then, and no danger to any of us. Oh, fair enough. Yes, I'll take that. I'll be a good boy from now on, I promise, listeners. When I get out, if they don't, increase my sentence, I will find a way to be good and never do a bad thing again. The thing is, Yeti Uncle John, the bad things you do, you don't even realise they are bad. They don't always seem bad when they're suggested at the start either, but they often become bad because you carry them out in a certain way. Yes, but I know. I'm sorry. Apology accepted, I think. Okay, listeners. We'll see you again soon. We're going to get this convict back into jail. Oh, I'm a convict now. More or less. All right. Okay. Bye for now, listeners. Bye now. Bye-bye. Oh, goodbye, listeners. Hello, Isaac, Declan. It's me, Paul the Shy Yeti. I just wanted to tell you some good news. We found Yeti Uncle John. He stole a spaceship and got stuck in space. But we got him back. He's very repentant and keen to come back to Shame Jail. Now, I don't know if you've worked out how he even got out, but he's been a bit, well, he's not exactly being that open. He's very general, saying some of his friends in Shame Jail were responsible or encouraged him. But I don't know if anybody else has escaped. But anyway, it's all a bit of a mystery. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know. I don't know whether this will be like a case of increasing his sentence even more, or whether, he does seem repentant, and he has said that he'll be a good boy for the rest of his sentence, but that could just be words. I don't know with Yeti Uncle John. I really don't. It's very difficult to know. But anyway, will you come and pick him up, or you can come by taxi? I don't really want to bring him on a train. And Ick certainly doesn't want him in his spaceship again at the moment. I think if you bring your big shame, prison jail van thing, and he gets marched off into that, I think that's probably, I think it would certainly make Ick happy. So maybe we go along formal routes. Yeah, I think it's the only way. I'm sorry about this. Yes, so, okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I can hear the theme music playing, so I've got to go. No, I forgive you as well. I know it's not, your fault entirely. Yeti Uncle John will always find a way. But please don't let him escape again, though. Please. Anyway, gotta go. See you soon. All right, bye-bye now. Bye.
I gotta go now! Bye! Gotta go! Bye!
Goodbye.
This show is part of the Pride 48 network. Find more shows over at pride48.com.
Oh dear. What's going on now? Oh, it's the Shy Life Podcast. Let's go.
I have a voice. I have a voice.
You have a voice.
You have a voice. We have a voice.
We have a voice.
Unique voices in podcasting.
UnivazPods.net.
So, Yeti, Uncle John, have you got anything to say to me?
What do you mean, Martin?
Well, before they cart you back off to Shame Jail.
What? I don't understand.
Come on, tell me the truth. How did you escape?
What? Oh, it's my mates, my game-playing mates.
Yeti, Uncle John, I don't believe you. What really happened? There's been no reports of anybody else escaping.
Oh, Martin, you always have a way with you, don't you? That's your detective training. Oh, yes. I had a file, a metal file, and I managed to get out through the ventilation shaft. It's not very good, this Shame Jail. It's not the most, high-tech of jails. But, I got out by myself. Nobody else was involved.
Really fascinating. What I want to know is, how did you get the file?
What?
How did you get the file? You didn't just find it lying around.
Oh, no, I found it lying around.
Get the Uncle John, don't lie to me.
All right, Martin. One of my visitors brought it in. Inside a cake.
Inside a cake?
Yes. I asked them to do it, and they did it. Because they support me.
I can't believe Paul brought you a file and a cake.
No, it wasn't Paul.
Well, who was it then? It wasn't me. I didn't bring you a cake.
I only had a certain amount of visitors.
Well, yeah. But you had the regulars. Only Ick and me and Cromitty. Cromitty didn't bring you a file, surely.
No, not Cromitty, not Paul. Oh.
Well, I can't think of anyone else who came to visit you. August?
No.
Well, who else came to see you? Oh, my God. You're Toppy Smelly.
Yes, but don't tell anyone. I don't want to get him into trouble.
Oh, my God. I thought better of Toppy Smelly.
No, it's all my fault. I encouraged him. The whole business about Isaac and Declan and, them being so young and having their own hair. It made him cross that these people, do so well and are so young. They don't know they're born.
Oh, my God. He's had a lot on his plate, as Toppy Smelly, with all the Boppity Hop race and all that business, the Pickle Hollow, whatnot. Oh, dear.
You won't tell Paul. I don't want Paul to be cross with Toppy Smelly. They're good friends. It could ruin their friendship.
It's okay. I won't tell him. I don't know. Oh, dear. Nearly, Uncle John. Please don't do this again. No more visits from Toppy Smelly. No more cakes with files inside them.
All right, Martin, I understand. I won't do anything. I've said I won't do anything bad. Not ever again. I've learnt my lesson. I don't want to get Toppy into trouble. I don't want, everybody knowing that Toppy helped me. He's potentially a very sensitive subject.
I certainly is, Giddy Uncle John. I can hear the sirens. The shame inspectors are here. It's time for you to go back to Shame Jail.
Oh, Martin. Well, do keep in touch, won't you?
I will. You keep your side of the bargain. Behave yourself.
All right, Martin. I will, I promise. Oh dear. Back to Clink.
Yeah. Where you belong.
Martin.
Well, I'm not wrong.
Oh, well.
I don't believe what I've just heard. Toppy Smelly, responsible for bringing a cake to Yeti Uncle John. A cake with a fire in it? That's incredible. I'd never have thought of Toppy. I mean, why would he do such a thing? How irresponsible. Oh dear. I'm beginning to wonder if Yeti Uncle John's bad behaviour hasn't rubbed off on Toppy. Oh. Wait till I tell Paul. Oh, so irresponsible. Toppy Smelly is basically responsible for my spaceship getting stolen. If my spaceship had been destroyed, oh, I'd blame Toppy. I really do. Oh, I'm going to have to tell Paul. I really am. I'm going to have to tell him. And he's not going to be pleased. Not one little bit.
This is the cake that we were talking about, or I wasn't sure you got my message.
Yes.
Did the pigeon get there?
Yes. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Thank you. Because the pigeon had the instructions of how that wouldn't be detected. Anyway, sorry.
Listen, I'm just happy I got through security with it, and I'm glad it's off my hands. Now, what you do with this, I want you to understand, Uncle John, that what you do with this is I'm not responsible, okay? I brought the cake to you, and that's where we leave company, okay?
Sure, yep, okay, right.
Okay, all right, just so you know.
Thank you, Toppy, thank you. You're a lifesaver. Yeah, you're a lifesaver, thank you.
Listen, if you do eat any of this, just watch the iron filings, okay? They're in there, and they might crack a tooth or something.
Yeah, right, yeah, thank you, yeah. Right, thank you. Right, I think it's...
and yet, Uncle John?
Yeah.
Uncle John, please don't tell Paul about this.
No, it's between you and I, absolutely.
Okay, all right, that's good.
No, not.
Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy.
If that slime ball alien ick lays a slimy tentacle on me, I'm gonna have a fit. That's what. Yeah. 407. I don't know. It's like it puts out 20,000 episodes a month. 407.
It's the real deal.